Hi friends, we're back. It's Saturday and it's time for some family activities. I hope that you've had a good week, and I hope that this weekend you're looking forward to some fun with your family and maybe some friends. We have been talking about how we can have a friendship with Jesus. Our Bible lesson this week was in Luke 10:38 through 42, where Jesus visited the home of Martha and her sister Mary. Here's some talking points to share with your family this week. Why was Mary's choice better than Martha's? If you're not familiar with the story, go back and read it. So why was Mary's choice better than Martha's? And what does it look like to have a friendship with Jesus? These are two things to kind of discuss or kind of think about with your family over the weekend. Here are a couple of activities. The first one is called Friendly Commands. So this goes along with this week's memory verse, which is John 15:14. And Jesus says, "You are my friends if you do what I command." So who remembers the game of Mother May I? This game is just like that, except there's a few different changes in the words. Basically, get the family together and even other friends to play this version of the game. Start by choosing a person to give commands. I think that it might be best for an adult to start and lead by example. Line up, everyone standing about 10 feet away and facing you, and then command the people one at a time to do some of the following actions, like take 2 baby steps forward, or walk 3 steps on your tiptoes, or take 3 running leaps, and so on. And encourage everyone to respond by saying, "Are you my friend?" before taking any action. And then you reply by saying, "Yes." And Jesus says we're his friends if we do what he commands. Then allow the person to move forward. If they forget to ask the question and wait for the response, then they have to go back to the original lineup spot and start over. Continue giving the commands until everyone has had the opportunity to reach you, and then choose somebody else who can give commands. The second activity is to make friendship bracelets. Parents, I know that at some point you have probably made a friendship bracelet. You'll need different kinds of embroidery floss or even yarn. Sometimes people use leather. There's all kinds of materials that you could choose from. It doesn't have to be something that you go out to the store to buy. It could just be something that you have around the house. People also use plastic strips. But I would encourage you to go online together and check out some of the different kinds of patterns and knots that you can make for friendship bracelets. This is especially fun for the older kids. Help your kiddos by measuring out the embroidery floss or whatever it is that you're using, and you can secure that onto the table or onto the back of a chair. When I was a kid, we made a loop and put it around our big toe, and then we could sit on the floor and make the friendship bracelet. It can be a super fun activity, and give your finished bracelets to a family member or to friends and tell them about how Jesus is a friend to you as well. And the third activity is called Distraction Pile Up. In this activity, every member of the family chooses at least one object that symbolizes a distraction for them. Maybe it's a soccer ball, maybe it's a game controller, maybe it's your phone. And you take that item and you put it on the table, like the dining room table or someplace that is kind of away from everything, and cover it up with a blanket. I challenge you to keep that blanket on those items for at least an hour, and then spend some time with your family. If you've got older kiddos, maybe everyone wants to go off and pray on their own for 5 or 10 minutes, and then you come back together and pray as a family or worship. It's all about taking some time out, getting those distractions away, spending time with Jesus, working on becoming a friend with him, and then also spending family time together. You could go outside, you could go to a park, but just get those distractions away. I will have to say, it probably will be a challenge for you, at least mentally, for a minute when you first start, but I bet you once you finish the activity you'll realize how much peace and how great it was to just set those things aside for a little while. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you have a great time with your family this weekend. I hope that you have an opportunity to come and worship with us during a Sunday service. We love you and we can't wait to see you again. See you later, friends. Bye.